His face, his secrecy, makes Israel very nervous. The information about this person is very limited. For those who are curious, I will tell you about Abu Ubayd, the spokesperson of Hamas, in this section of my profile. I am Kubra Akçalik. I will make a short reminder before I start the video. As GZT, we are working non-stop to produce a new video every day. If you want to support us, don't forget to like our videos and subscribe to GZT. If you are ready, I will start now. It has been a month since Israel bombed the civilian defenseless population of Gaza, killing innocent people, especially women and children. It is not clear how long this will continue. Unfortunately, the attacks are still going on while you are watching this video. Everyone is doing their best to prevent this and put an end to what is happening there. The story of Abu Hamza, known as the official media spokesperson of the Qassam Brigade, who is a partner in the resistance of the people of Gaza and who, in his latest video, says that they will continue to fight until they get their freedom, is quite mysterious. Some also know him as Abu Ubayd. He is one of the most wanted men in Israel's assassination stocks, as he appears to be the main instigator of Hamas's psychological and media warfare. He was nicknamed Abu Ubayd after Abu Ubayd bin Jarrah, the companion who conquered Jerusalem during the reign of Caliph Umar bin Khattab. Abu Ubayd's real name and appearance are unknown. However, details or personal information about him and his life are almost non-existent, if not non-existent. He does not show his face in media outlets or in the visual descriptions he publishes. Except for his eyes, his head is completely covered with a keffiyeh. Abu Ubayd rarely appears at press conferences in the Gaza Strip and usually appears in video statements published on the official accounts of the Qassam Brigades and sometimes broadcast on the Al-Aqsa satellite channel. Always masked, alone or surrounded by armed men of the Qassam Brigade, Abu Ubayd's identity is shrouded in mystery. His voice became familiar to Palestinians and Israelis alike after the Qassam Brigade announced the capture of Israeli soldier Gilad Shalit, making its first public appearance in 2006, and since then, he has become the brigade's official and main spokesman. Leadership sources in Hamas confirmed that Abu Ubayd's face is known only to a few people and has never been made public in any media outlet. In 2014, on Shinwat's instructions, the Hebrew media published a photograph purporting to be of Abu Ubayd, saying that it was taken from the screen of Al-Aqsa TV, where Abu Ubayd's masked face was visible and was featured at the bottom. It is another picture of a bearded man, and his name is written opposite Hutaifa Samir Abdullah Al-Kalhot. Hamas denied the Israeli allegations, emphasizing that the photo was a composite and that its purpose was to try to obtain real information about the identity of the Palestinian spokesman, who is in fact one of the prominent leaders of the armed wing of the Hamas movement. He usually ends his speech with a sentence from the Qassam Brigade, and this is the famous sentence of Martyr Izz ad-Din al-Qassam shortly before his martyrdom in the Gaza war, that this is a jihad of victory or martyrdom. Abu Ubayd is not only the official Hamas spokesperson but also the lifeblood of Hamas' psychological warfare against Israel. His statements, although small in number, have a huge impact in Palestinian and Israeli circles and often receive significant media coverage. Known as the man in the mask, Ubayd's recognition was heightened when Israel decided to destroy the West Bank in June of 2020. In a video released at the time, he described Israel's plans as a declaration of war, saying that he regretted this sinful decision which, God willing, would make the enemy of the resistance bite its fingers off. The mention of Abu Ubayd's name in the media during the Battle of Saif al-Quds in May 2021 signaled the realization of a major event, especially in terms of a military success for the resistance. Those interested in Palestinian-Israeli affairs believe that Abu Ubayd's speeches and statements are reassuring. There is a high level of trust in him, especially between the Israeli forces and the resistance groups, as he is heard without exaggerating one side or minimizing the other. In fact, Israeli war correspondent Gili Cohen says that the Israeli public trusts Abu Ubayd's statement more than the Israeli army's press service. The Israelis wait for the Hamas spokesperson's statement and act accordingly. This indicates a lack of trust within the Israeli army. Abu Ubaida, the spokesperson of the Izz ad-Din al-Qassam Brigades, the armed wing of the Hamas movement, is the talk of the world these days, especially in Palestine. It is not only Palestinians who know him, care about him, and talk about him. He is also introducing himself to Israelis in the midst of a difficult, complex, and violent war. It has also turned him into a source of inspiration for many Hamas supporters in the Arab and Western world and a hated enemy among the terrorists and their allies. According to Palestinian supporters of Hamas, since the start of the Israeli war in the Gaza Strip, Abu Ubayd has appeared before or after every critical situation and has managed the media war against Israeli spokespeople with remarkable professionalism. Sometimes he gave the Israelis important information, revealing the number of Israelis killed or captured before the official figures were published in Tel Aviv, leaving them in an unexpected situation. Abu Ubayd, who first emerged as one of Al-Qassam's field influencers in 2002, spoke in almost all media statements and press conferences, but he never appeared in front of the cameras with his face uncovered, following the example of Imad Alq, the former leader of Al-Qassam who was killed by Israel in 1993. The question on everyone's mind is, when will he show his face? Will he show his face one day? The rumor is that Abu Ubayd is waiting for the day when Jerusalem would be reconquered in order to remove his kafiyah. He does not show his face to anyone, saying that when that day comes, everyone will recognize Abu Ubayd. But now, as before, Israel is trying to catch him. The house where he is thought to have lived was bombed more than once in the years 2008, 2012, 2014, and during the current war in Gaza. Yet he continues to work in a way that they cannot find him. To avoid capture, he uses the Telegram app and the Hamas-affiliated Al-Aqsa channel to broadcast his videos, which are rebroadcast by various satellite channels and media outlets. Today, he is considered the pioneer of psychological warfare against Israel. He usually begins his speeches by saying, "In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most gracious," and then recites a verse from the Quran. He concludes his speech by saying that this is a jihad of victory or martyrdom. With his style, his dress, his military uniform, and his sleeves rolled up, Abu Ubayd has become a symbol for many Palestinians as well as for Hamas supporters outside the Palestinian territories. So much so that 2 years ago, a Palestinian boy of about 5 years old shouted the following slogan in Hebrew at Israeli soldiers as they entered the Al-Aqsa Mosque: "Abu Ubayd is on his way." People's faith in him is high. His fame and sympathy is growing all over the world. This is seen as a great advantage to better explain the atrocities in Palestine to the world. When will Israel's attacks and bombings against civilians in Gaza end? Will a middle way be found with Israel? This is a mystery for now. Don't forget to support us by subscribing to GZAT and liking our videos. Thank you for watching. Yes, I finished the video by thanking you for watching, but I would like to make a short comment and talk about the process of preparing the video. As you know, at GZT, we have been working to bring you accurate information since the first minutes of Israel's attacks on Palestine. As a team, we prepare different content for each day for each of our channels. While I research the prominent names in this process for you every week, I create content from very limited information. I scan many sources, including local and foreign articles, newspaper articles, opinions of columnists, comments of journalists who were there, and books written specifically for this field. It is especially important to reach reliable sources here, because in such a crisis, the spread of fake news is much easier and faster than the truth. In fact, research has shown that fake news spreads 6 times faster than the truth. At GZT, we attach the utmost importance to this, especially in times of crisis like these. We do not share any unconfirmed, unverified news with you, and we will be sure not to do so. Once again, thank you for watching and supporting us.